What's going on, people? The wrestling world and all my wrestling fanatics. It's the Don with the wise man T Rock with her. It's Sunday. You know what I'm saying? We sitting back Sunday afternoon, tuning in after the middle of the 1 o'clock games. Yes, but we want y'all to just to slide over for a little bit and little wrestling. What's going on, T Rock? Been going on with you?
Same old same, man. Got to play golf yesterday, played today. It's been glorious.
Glorious.
Yes, yes. And I meant
Hey.
that on purpose. I did that on purpose.
It was funny because by you mentioned Glorious, Bobby Roode, he wasn't really thrilled by the reception he got when they cued him in at the homecoming last week. So, hey, I
That's
guess his
sad.
time has passed.
Well, yeah. He was a heel when he was there too, so
Yeah, yeah.
it makes sense. It makes sense, but still, I
I
loved
just,
it.
I love the Glorious. That Glorious was
Yes,
a hit. I mean, no
yes, it
doubt about
was.
that.
And then when they moved him to main roster, it became like a face. I was like, oh, y'all done messed it up.
Yeah, it really
He's
did.
so much a better heel.
Yeah, Bobby Roode, boy, boy, boy. His time in TNA is classic. His
Absolutely.
time. All right, people. Hey, tell you we got a little bit to go over. Hey, let y'all know this is episode 19.
Uh oh.
19. I don't know. We might do a little something for 20 or 25, but might shock y'all a little bit coming up soon. You know,
Yes,
throw you off
yes.
your rails. Yes, but yeah, we keeping this bad boy moving and consistent at that. You know when to check us out. But we're gonna start off this week. We're gonna go off the rail a little bit. We're gonna go to AEW to start us off a little bit this week
Yeah.
and
We're going in
see what
alphabetical order.
see what they talking about. I didn't think of it. It probably is gonna be alphabet or close to it. So, AEW, they've been doing their thing. They just got done one of their top all out, one of their top pay-per-views. And now they're structuring to something else was going on, but we know somebody made their reappearance, the one and only, oh, hold up, AEW, we talking about the one and only Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy, freshly squeezed.
Freshly squeezed out of Orange. No, where is the Orange? I don't know. Are they gonna ever give this man a new? Is he just gonna always be that Orange Cassidy guy?
Yeah, that's his shtick. That's
It
his
is.
thing.
It really
You know what
is.
I'm
It's
saying?
just
If
he
it's
kills
gonna,
me
if it's
inside.
still working, it is working. You know what I'm saying? That's his thing. It's always been his thing. It's been his thing when he's in the Indies. It's just that's just him.
It is hilarious, you ask me, because it's like he's that. Mm, yeah, like I mean, you get off, he pulls up, throws his glasses on, and then he gets kicked. He was like getting off, put
Right.
his hands in his pockets. It was great. It was
Oh
great.
yeah. He's yeah. I like Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, that's
He's
that's one of
different.
the yeah, that's one of Wives' favorites. That's one of her. And then speaking of our other favorite, Darby Allen returns. He comes out the end of AEW with a flamethrower. This is not AEW. It's AEW. This man
Golly.
strapped to him. I'm like, what else are you gonna pull? I mean, what's
I'm
gonna be
saying
next?
a flamethrower. I mean, hell, last time I think WWE did that was when The Rock came out and he just set his name on fire.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I'm
that was cold when he did that. And that
saying?
opening, yeah, yeah, the
Yeah, yeah.
entrance.
Just kind of walking around all casual with a flamethrower. You know what I'm saying? I might use it. I don't know yet. You know.
Yeah, I might just burn
Strap.
somebody else up today. I burnt,
Yeah,
I burnt
yeah,
myself last week. Might
you know, I'm
as well get
strapped.
with his rants, right? So,
Golly, dude.
right, other things. I mean, like I said, it's. Let me go with this then. Since we talking about Darby and the Death Riders, I guess you might as well say who he's looking for. How does this feud finish with Darby and the Death Riders? What do you picture?
That is a good question, man. That is a really good one because I mean, because it's still relatively fresh since he came back, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like how long do we let this go? I mean, I guess I don't know how it would end because and a reason why I don't know how it would end because there I don't know of any background, any story to how it started.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like and all the in betweens and all that stuff, and how it was just excited that one day he was gone, and well, obviously for reasons. Then he comes back, and you know what I'm saying the feud started all over again. It's just like, what started this whole thing in the first place?
It's a good question. Now, now you make me think about what did start this. I mean,
Right?
if someone knows what started this, let us know again because
Please.
I can't even. Yeah, it's been a while. It has been a while because this goes back. I think it
Oh, it
goes
definitely
back.
goes back,
Yeah, sometime.
but I'm just like I don't know anything about how it started. So for me, it's just like how it's going to finish. For me, a finish is part of a story. Otherwise, you just have another wrestling match with the Death Riders, or have a couple more, or whatever that looks like with the Death Riders. Then Darby moves on to the next opponent, or Death Riders move on
Yeah.
to their next victim, or whatever that is. I just from lack of story makes it hard for me to figure out what finish.
And it's funny about you saying that because, like, even the next, so they got set up now. The next match, Darby, I guess Darby's the one that set it up. They got this set their next, maybe their next pay per view is coming up. I think in mid October.
Right?
Yeah, I can't think what's the name of it off the top of my head right now. Should have it somewhere, but I don't. But it's an I quit match. So should an I quit match be the end of it? Because the funny thing is, I can already see with this what's coming up next. This I quit. I could possibly see Darby winning, but at the same time, if Darby doesn't win, you have John Moxley choking him out to that chokehold he does, and then the whole he passes out, but he never quits. That type
Right.
of scenario.
Neither of them are going to say I quit. It would have to
Right.
be extreme for them, and I'm pretty sure it will be an extreme match. People get bloody, especially Mox. Mox is the bloody dude. He
Yeah.
loves to bleed. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if it ends there. You know what I mean? Because it'd be different, I think, if it was between, say, Darby and Mox. But technically, it's Darby and the Death Riders because they're going to get somehow involved, and it's just going to be a whole bunch of shenanigans and things that go on. So
It's always
uh,
shenanigans.
always shenanigans. But I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, does it make the logical finish? Maybe. But again, I only say that because I don't know what the other finish. I'm saying what how everything started and got to
Gotcha.
this point is.
Very
I'm
true.
kind of lost in the sauce.
Yeah, because now it makes me now I'm gonna have to do some digging now. I'm gonna have to do some researching to make you be like, how did this whole feud start? Where was the starting point? Because like you said, I can't remember. I mean, Darby took a break, and maybe John might take a break and everything. Darby went up, climbed Mount Everest and everything else, and then comes back, and now he's in this death feud with these guys.
Right. Going around with a flamethrower. Jesus.
Whew. All right, let's move on. So we're gonna hop over to what a little bit something what up went on in Raw this past week.
Raw.
So the Braun and Bronze, or you should call it the Braun and Bronson, came out on Cody Rhodes. Cody coming out doing his usual, but then you had Paul Heyman come out. So Paul Heyman comes out and they talk back and forth to each other. But then next thing you know, here come Braun and Bronson. So Cody even said he knows he might be stupid for this, so he just starts welling off on both of them. Like, forget it, might as well. Y'all gonna jump me? Might
Right.
as well get the first lick. Why not, Cody? Why not?
Why not?
So Then who comes out to save him? Oh, Randy Orton. That we ain't seen Randy Orton in a.
Randy.
I mean, Randy appears and disappears when he wants at times too, though. That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
But after we
Yeah.
seen this, Randy Orton comes out and we get, to me, another Randy Orton Cody Rhodes teased because Randy picks the belt up, looks at that belt, and like, ugh, I should be going after this. Like, I should get a
Yeah, and it
taste of
should.
this once some more. Yeah, one more. Why not? Especially like these days, they need a good story. I mean, this
Yeah, so
is
that will make him what, 15?
if yeah, think so. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't. I think it makes all the sense in the world. Now, I don't know if Randy should continue to be a face, or maybe he could pull out the anti-hero kind of thing, or maybe Cody turns heel. Who knows? But
Mm.
Randy should get another shot at it, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if he's got a whole lot of time left. You know what I'm saying? He's been at it for a long time. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
it
With neck
has.
injuries and all that kind of thing, man. You know, you always want to go home safe to your family, man. So give it to him one more again.
Again, why not? Put
Yep.
Randy in the running. I'm tired of seeing these teas. Y'all need to go ahead and make him just KO Cody Rhodes out of nowhere. Just KO him. Why not? Just knock him out. Like, and just get over to him. Like, just
you know,
do his yeah. Get over, look at him a couple times, pick up the belt, and just drop it on him. Why
but
not,
say
Randy?
the most three dangerous words or three dangerous letters. It's
Yeah, there
like
you go.
letters are dangerous now. It's crazy.
Everything is just dangerous. I mean, especially,
Yeah,
hey, it's the Viper. And
yeah.
he never, hey,
It's
that
the Viper.
Viper has always been the code on Randy. Might as well.
It is the
Hey,
Viper.
so then after that, then we see Jay Uso defeat L.A. Knight. So
Yeah.
you got the Bronsons, the Braun and Bronsons, the Bronze, whatever you want me to call them these days, the Vision. They just don't care. They going after any and anybody to me. I'm like, how many rivalries are how many dilemmas, altercations do y'all want to be in? Y'all want to fight up, y'all want to beat up LA Knight. Y'all want to beat up Jay Uso. Y'all want to beat up the Usos. Y'all want to beat up Cody. Who else y'all want to beat up? Like,
I mean, whoever's steps in front of him, I just feel like there's always attitude about this whole thing. And I don't know how I feel about the whole LA Knight Jey Uso thing. I mean, he beat him clean. So, but I don't know, man. I don't. I mean, I don't know. I guess what I'm more concerned with is what's the trajectory for LA Knight.
right? Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Where does he go now? You know what I'm saying? Does he continue to feud with Jay? Does he get into it with Jimmy too? I mean, it's just I don't know. I'm curious as to where they take him.
Mm. That's interesting because, like you said, you can't keep words. And then you saying that, so you pointing like to where you putting where's LA Knight go? To me, also, I've been sitting here thinking when I was writing all this, what are we doing? Where's Jay Uso's character? What's he developing into? Where's he go? Because
Right?
how's it looking? Him and his brother just ain't seeing eye to eye right now. So, and Jay's more focused. He is like, I got to worry about myself.
Right.
Forget anybody else. Like, I'm trying to get back to the top. It's like he was teased. It's like, when you had a taste of that good old, that good old pie, as they say, that good old pie. How the Rock used to say
The
it
good
in
old pie, dog. The
his
good old
that
pie.
good old pie, that good
Is it the Rock's pie?
right. The Rock used to, mmm, yeah,
You
yep,
know what I'm
that
saying?
eat that
Some of
pie. All right, you
that
had a taste of
blueberry.
some that, yeah, something. Once you had a taste of that pie, and then they take it away from you, you still have that urge for more and more. So then it's like, yeah, I got to get back for some of that pie. I don't care who I got to step over, who's in my way, what other pie else is in my. No, I don't want that pie. I don't want that one over there. I don't want no sweet rolls. I don't want no cake. I want all pie. So that's
Yeah,
right. That's Jay Uso feeling right now. He's like, I ain't trying to get disrupted. I'm trying to go straight back for that taste. He
yeah,
had that world title taste.
yeah. He talked to Cody too. Cody gave him words of encouragement.
Mhm.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm worried about LA Knight. So where do you go?
All right. So, like, how many more times LA Knight gonna get beat? Like,
Right. Mm. He had that U.S. title for like 10 days. No, it felt like it though. I'm not.
it did go quick. It did.
It
It's
was
like
real
he had the
quick.
title. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not happy. But
Mm.
who am I?
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. What did I have coming up after that? You talking about? Is that pie got me wanting some pie now? Hey. So now we got the Oscar heel turn has finally happened. It's like it just started. We was waiting. We knew it was coming. Oscar had to go ahead and like Carrie. Look, Carrie Zane. She didn't know what she want to do. she, she's so
Yes. Shit, she followed suit though.
she showed it. Oscar told her like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you know right,
Don't feel bad about it now. You did it. Don't like,
right."
oh, I'm all at odds with myself. You did it.
Yeah, Carrie's like, "I'm sorry." So she like,
Yeah.
"I'm sorry."
Yeah. Forget that. Yeah. That was the Oscar heel turn was bound to happen anyway. It
Yeah.
was just a matter of time.
Yeah, I mean, it went down pretty. I mean, pretty good. I can't complain. And then they taking out Rhea, put Rhea in that mix, of course, and Io Sky. Yeah, it went down.
Yeah.
Rhea looked
EO
like
Oscar
a
match is gonna be dope.
yeah. How she was sprayed. Oh gosh, she was sprayed.
Oh yeah. Can't see nothing.
No, not at all. That
But it's gonna be a good. I think it's gonna. I think like I said, Oscar EO is gonna be fantastic.
oh yeah, I can't wait to that. That damn
Fantastic.
sure is gonna be a one great match right there, bro.
Yeah.
That's gonna go down. Yeah. You,
Love it. I
Kane,
love it.
well, you're not ready for Oscar. You're not ready. Oscar, nobody's ready for Oscar. Yeah, we hear you. Hell, you're not ready.
Nobody.
Nobody. So now we go. What went down on SmackDown? One thing, hey, WWE finally listens sometime. I guess they finally do listen. John Cena listen. You had AJ Styles listen, the universe talk, the WWE universe, as they say, and they wanted this match to go down. And we talked about it at one point, and it happened. John Cena is going to take on AJ Styles in the next whatever, which one that heck. There's so many PLEs coming and going. I mean,
Right.
so many every month. It's hard to even keep up with. Is this
Which
the
one
one
is
in
this?
Perth? Is this the one that? Yeah, that's the
Oh,
one
no, that's this one over in Saudi. Crown Jewel, I think.
Crown Jewel, that's what it is. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's over Saudi Arabia. Yeah.
So Crown Jewel is where we're going to have champions going against champions in this one. That's the word. Yeah,
Right.
Crown. Yep, yep. So we
I'm
got.
gonna tell you, their old
Mhm.
stuff, Cena and AJ Styles was fantastic. Cena, JJ was funny. It's when he had with Gallows and Machine Gun. What's his name? God bless you. You know what I'm talking about, the
Yeah,
OC.
I'm sitting there thinking his name right now when you're saying it.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's that. They made me laugh. John Cena. Yeah, this ought to be a good one. This ought to be a good one.
Oh, most definitely. You know it is. It's going to go down. I still don't like this whole John Cena run. I still don't like it. This match will help, but at the same time, I'm still blown away how they did Cena and Brock. I hope you true how it comes around once again to defeat Brock at the end, but
Yeah,
if they leave it like that, that sucks.
right. And they say and I understand, like when it comes to wrestlers, people, they always say, well, you have to give back, right? You always have to give back to the business, which is fine. Give back to the business. My problem was is that both John Cena and Brock Lesnar have given back. If you're going to let John Cena have a final run, let him beat Brock. I'm not saying now, because I told you how I felt about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's the final boss, so to speak, because you still got AJ, and so unless The Rock is going to get back in the ring, which from all accounts he's probably not,
Yeah.
let him put him back in the ring with Brock, and let them have a match. Let John come out on top. He leaves on top, and go on about his day. Most of the time, people leave when they leave the business. They lose. Let John win.
Yeah. You're right about that. I mean, John needs to go out, even though I've never been no huge John Cena fan, but John's been doing this for a long time. And he went the road from Thugonomics, from slapping Kirk Angle and everything else. I mean, we can have a whole show just on John's history as in the
Uh,
business. I mean, no doubt about that. So I give John respect that he deserves for just being there
Absolutely,
that long. That's why I
I
just
believe
don't.
so.
I'm not happy with the way it's been so far, but I think he should when he wins that final match. Um, he'll face whatever need to come out, empty that locker room, and come down to the ringside and just give him like a final, ring off applause and everything else while he walks down there, leave his boots in the leave
Oh
his
yeah.
jorts in the ring, leave his boot, leave his
Let's say can't leave
leave
his
his
jorts in
pumps,
there.
yeah, leave his those
Walk out with
shoes.
bare ass.
But yeah, John Cena
Will be the
definitely
first time he showed his ass on TV though. So
right. That is true. Oh, what else I got for us? So SmackDown was interesting. Yeah, one of the ways it opened, I guess you say mid card, because Sami Zayn had an open challenge, and with that open challenge, Javon Evans answered. I was like, heck yeah, go ahead with your bouncy self. He's like bouncy, bouncy.
your boy's bouncing.
He's a bouncy. Hey, I want to tell you, this was a good match. This was a great match.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you got your bouncy, you got your savvy vet. Of course, it's going to be a good match. You know what I mean? I wonder if this is a call up though. You think it's a call up?
But he got one more match. He got a match in coming up that I'm about to talk about shortly. So yeah, he got some match coming up, but it could possibly they probably how the WWE do. They take off see how the artist can respond to it. See how many probably views he gets on, YouTube views on the video of him and Sammy and whatever else. How the crowd responds and they'll work on it. But I can see it coming up. I mean, just by that, by the love he got, especially because they was in Orlando for SmackDown. So that was one of the big things too. So I could see it. I could possibly see it. All
Yeah,
right.
actually,
Yeah. Then
a
we
nice
got
little.
Jacob Fatu. Fatu shows back up.
She is back.
Man, I was wondering. I got kind of worried for Jake. Come on, bro. But shuts down Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre comes walking out in this dang on boot, talking about where he kicked missed the thing to take. Oh gosh, Drew, what the hell? Jacob just came down, told him pretty much to shut up. You were crying like some little bia. So it's like,
Yeah, sounds about for Jacob.
yeah. But I like how the exchange went because then Drew McIntyre hit him with one of those Irish headbutts. Bam. Jacob like, oh, okay, we going like that. But then Jacob hits him with my most overused move there is in wrestling right now with the
I already
super
know what you're
kick.
going to say. Super
With the
kick. Yep.
super kick, I can't. Man, that move just like, oh, can't stand it gets used so damn much. Like,
Yep, that and the surprise roll up.
man. So I like so like I said, we gotta get Drew back from Cody, I guess, and develop, get Jacob into something to, push him even more, I guess, as you would say.
Yeah, yeah. Jacob, well, I understand Jacob was not because it due to like any injury or something. I think it was just stalling, so they had to take a step back. You know what I'm saying? I think not necessarily rebrand him, but just take a step back, see what they're going to do. But I'm glad he's back.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. Good to see Jacob because yeah, I see they slowly. I don't know what they doing with Solo right now. Probably where they doing those vignettes and all that other stuff, videos to try to probably
Yeah,
build him for something new.
yeah. Because right now I saw the one with who was that? Toa Toa Long, but your boy Tamataga's brother.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know where Tamataga's been.
That's the one
He
thing.
might have got hurt too.
Right. That's the one thing they said that ain't they haven't even mentioned in who knows how long. So, mm,
Hmm,
don't
good.
know. Good question. Let's see
Yeah,
here. And then, hey, the end of night, I tell you, Tiffany Stratton defeats Nia Jack and Jay Cargill. But if you watch this match, there was a botch. There was this. There was face busted open. Jay Cargill got a gash over her eye. Was like deep too. It blood. And the person who does it, of course, is Nia Jax. Throws it. She hits the ring steps, and gosh, by her getting busted open like that, she's broken noses. Nia Jax breaks noses, and them busting heads open. I see the universe is they put it on Nia right now by what she has done.
she she. I'm not saying she's reckless. I'm not saying that at all. But you got to be able to figure out and fix why this is happening. You know what I'm saying? Like she's hurt. I'm not gonna sit up here and say she's hurt quite a few people, but she's hurt some people, and so it's I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she's just into it so much, that things happen and things do happen, and I get it, and I know she doesn't feel great about it either. But at some point, you have to look inward and be like, all right, what am I doing wrong? You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, exactly.
But congrats to Tiff.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
yeah. They had a botch. The ref, I don't know. It didn't go as it looked. How Tiffany had Nia Jax down at one point, and the ref accidentally counted to three. Like she literally counted to three, and then Nia did the whole arm raise, the shoulder raise, and it just how they looked though because the camera was right on it. It was like,
Yeah,
yeah, y'all messed up a little bit,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
y'all
You got to
got to
do something
recover.
quicker.
Yeah, y'all got to recover from that. Recover from that. And
Be
then
quicker.
Tiffany splash her. Yeah, it wasn't all. Yeah, it didn't go right. But especially Nia Jax got the bad end of that stick though.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Golly.
yeah. What we got here next? Oh, there we go. Look at that. I'm up here covering one thing to another. I wasn't ready, but hey, you know what it is time for, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the next indie wrestler to watch with the wise man, T Rock. Who you got for
I
us, Rock?
Today I bring to you Miss Millie McKenzie. She is a wrestler from Great Britain. Um, and she's only 25 years old. She debuted in 2016. Do the math. Okay, so she trained at a what a fight club pro in England, obviously where she was at. She started training at 16, 17 years old. All right. She's had stints in several promotions. Progress Wrestling, obviously, we know that's in England. Rev Pro Wrestling, which again we know is also in England, which is she did the stint in Progress from 2017 to 2019. Rev Pro in 2018. She's also had two stints in the WWE when she wrestled in NXT UK. She
Mm.
went by uh, Amelia McKenzie then, and so yeah, she had her stint there. She was in the tournament for the inaugural NXT UK Women's Championship, where she got beat by Jenny in the first round. And for those who don't know who Jenny is was a wrestler. She's I don't know if she's still wrestling, but she is currently married to Gunther.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Gunther's wife. And she was like this fashion plate person when she wrestled. But yeah, so she did a couple stints in Sendai Girls Pro Wrestling in Japan, I think she might be currently now. But yeah, she's again she started in 18, but she's been a champion just about every promotion she's been in, obviously except with the NXT. But Championship Extreme Wrestling, just to name a few. Coventry Pro Wrestling, Defiant Wrestling, Elevation Wrestling, Fight Forever Wrestling, Full Force Wrestling, Iron Fist Wrestling. So she's been in a lot of different indie promotions. You know what I'm saying? She's very young. And it was my understanding, too, that I think in her last stint and with with NXT, when she came back from 2021 to 2022, um, she after she re-signed again, because I think at the end of her first stint she didn't sign the contract. She came back, they re-signed her, and basically in February of 21, and she was released in August of 2022. But she teamed up with Michael Sotomura and had to defeat Kaylee Ray and Isla Dawn. Those who don't know who Kaylee Ray is, she is now Alba Fire,
Oh.
and she was I think she was may have been the inaugural champion in NXT UK, if I'm not mistaken. And everybody knows Isla Dawn because Isla Dawn and Alba Fire were, I'm saying, the tag team. Although Isla Dawn is no longer in the WWE, so. But she is my next in the wrestler to watch again. Much young, she started training young. She's still young. She's still got a lot to go. So hopefully, I'm saying, maybe AEW. I'm saying, they've been known to give young folks a shot. So get her in the ROH or something. But maybe she'll make it back to NXT
Mm.
UK US version. You know what I mean? Who knows?
All right. You heard it here first, people. T Rock with the next indie wrestler to watch with T Rock. Millie McKenzie? Hmm.
Yes.
Watch out, people. She's on
Yes.
the
Yeah.
move. You never know where she might be next. All right. Thank you, T Rock, for another
Uh huh.
great one. Ooh, Millie McKenzie. A little young. Man,
Yeah.
she started out early.
Started early.
Man. All right. We'll be hopping over to TNA. Why not? And
Why not?
they just had their what was it? Bound for Glory? Yeah, it was yeah. It was the Friday night. Friday night they had this. So first you had Frank Kazarian defeating Steve Macklin, and now Frank Kazarian is the new international champion. Yeah, I think it's the title that Steve. Like, I used to have it written down, but yeah, that's the title that Steve Macklin was holding on to, and now
Right.
Frank Kazarian is the new champion there. All right, there's a couple of new. Had a couple of new things happen, that Friday night. So then you had also. So now you got. So Leon Slater defeated Myron Reed on the show. So after that match, they was talking about how great of a match that was. So I read after the show the new the guy, I forgot what's the guy's name, the new guy promoter, pretty much. Not Mar- not Marcellus. Whatever. What's do with the what was he, the snake, the dragon, whatever he be on T
Oh, Santino.
Santino, not Santino, but the guy above who's running, who's they supposedly
Yeah.
general manager, who's running it now. So after the show was over, the word was, what I read was, Leon Slater and Myron Reed was given the, like, the award, I guess that's in match of the night, or the grand. And hey, we seen
Right.
before, or we talked about, Myron Reed's one of the guys to watch, and Leon Slater, he's no pushover. He does. That's why he's the X Division champion right now. So now we got Bound for Glory coming up sometime in October. Heck, like I told you, these dates are all over the place right now with what's coming up. This is gonna be a great one. You had Santino introduced this match after that match ended. So Javon Evans is coming up and getting him a shot at this. So maybe Javon Evans, does he get the title? I doubt it. But could this be his push, his last push onto the main roster?
I think it would be the latter of the two. I think it'd be a more of a push to a main roster. I don't know exactly where he would fit in main roster right now. Um, if you can't get people like Carmelo Hayes and stuff like that on TV or regular, Javon's just going to be stuck same way Carmelo is. Um, I don't think he's going to win the title either. I think they're just going to put on one hell of a match.
Yeah,
And X Division matches are always just really, really good,
yeah,
in my opinion.
yeah. I feel exactly where you come from. Yeah, I can see that, because how many people can you move up at once? And by
Right,
saying that, it's another guy is looking to probably make that move up that we will shortly get to. So another title happened. So Ash of Elegance had to. She said she was relinquished her title because she says she's unable to compete anymore in wrestling. No specific detail. I haven't read no backstory or anything on this, but the way it looks, I mean, of course, just by giving it up, something serious happened.
right.
And they was like, they had a battle royal, and if the thing was, they had a battle royal early, and the last two get to wrestle for the title later on in the evening. So you had Kalani Jordan came out at the very end and is the new TNA Knockouts champion.
That's crazy.
I mean,
I'm
out
not
of
saying she
nowhere.
shouldn't be. Yeah, I'm not
Right.
saying she shouldn't be.
It's
But
like
I'm saying that's crazy. Like, they are just putting belts on some stuff. And I'll bring, I'm sure something else is going to come out. I'll bring that up later. But they're just putting belts on these NXT kids like nobody's business. It's crazy. I don't know. It's got to be a bigger plan in all this. It's got to be.
Man, I was thinking the same thing. Like, really? Y'all really like, it's pissing TN off even more.
They're like, oh no, oh no. No,
No,
but
it's gonna happen.
congratulations to her though. She's
Yeah,
not like, I'm saying, it's not like she's a terrible wrestler or
yeah.
something. I mean, she can wrestle.
That's
So
Carmelo.
yeah, good
That's
on her.
Carmelo's lady. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. His fiance.
Hmm. All right. So now we're gonna move over to, I think, pretty much the topic of the week in wrestling, or at least one of them. It's NXT, and we're gonna start by, something that we just talked about the other night, where Miss Fatal Influences Jasmine Nix leaves the WWE. She just says, "Nah, I'm not," because half the time they'd be like, "Oh, they let her go," or "Oh, they fired her." No, Jasmine Nix decided herself that she wasn't signing another contract, and she's done with it. Hmm.
Yep, yep. Well, yeah. Well, some of the details that I get, I don't know how accurate this is, but some of the details I saw was she was her first contract was 75,000 3 years, and her new contract was 75,000 for 3 years.
What
So
the
she
heck?
was like, "No." She decided to move
No.
on, then do something
Yeah.
else. Apparently, she was a professional soccer player overseas,
Yes.
and she was really good. So she might go. I don't know if she'll go back and do that again. But yeah, apparently she's an athlete. So hell, I get it. But yeah, they didn't offer her no more money.
Right. 75,000. Man, I don't know. I mean, the traveling and all the expense they do, she said it doesn't fit her finances. It's like, no,
Mhm.
it's they don't, they can't, pretty much they can't afford me. So we'll see how this will go.
Yeah, yeah, and if they can afford her, she did like the money that they were giving her.
Right. Oh, that's true.
Trust me, they
That,
could
that I guess
definitely
that right.
afford her.
Yeah, they definitely can afford. I guess I might have said that a little wrong.
Yeah, shoot.
Yeah.
If that's what she thought, she was sadly mistaken.
So yeah,
Sadly.
yikes. And it's kind of crazy how they wrote her off though. Yeah, we should have dropped her a long time ago. Like they beat her up in the back, had her laying there, and then Fader influence. And yeah, we should have got rid of her. Mm,
Right.
all right. Well,
I'm sure when kayfabe was over and all said and done, they picked her up and hugged her. We're gonna miss you so much.
right. And speaking of NXT, here's one thing that we gotta watch out for that's coming up next. Well, this coming week, NXT Invasion. Ooh, I like how I said it. Hold on, let me say it one more time. NXT Invasion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Well done, sir. Well done, sir. I got
let, let,
goosebumps.
right,
Do the like rock.
let
Do
me get a
like the
little
rock.
applause.
Do
Let
hold
me
on.
get the rock. You know how you used to look at it like,
Yeah, you get
yeah.
goosebumps.
So good. So this is going to be quite a good quite a good show. I mean, I'm hoping. Let's say that imagining this should be a good one. I
Right.
mean, NXT's been delivering lately, and I'm telling you, I think even the TNA, even some of their matches and everything else, their shows, the stories right now, it's improving. I mean, with the
Yeah,
WWE help, and who knows who's stepping, even who's stepping up in TNA, but the writers, are they pushing them more? Are they getting are they getting opinions from WWE or what? But they delivering with this right now. And I hope
absolutely.
they do not mess this up because we talked about this, I think maybe last month. And so when this stuff started happening with belts, I was like, TNA just needs an invade, like do old school invasion. Why not? And
Why
that's what
not?
ended up happening. And
Yes,
loving
yes.
it every way.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking forward to it.
yeah, so this is not, no, matter of fact, this is not this coming week. It's the next week. There we go. October
Yes,
the
next.
7th.
Yeah.
October the 7th. Yeah. So they got a little bit more build to it. So this coming week they supposed to announce their teams, but we will get to that later. So one
Yes.
thing we had this No Mercy NXT that went
Oh,
on yesterday. Now, not a bad show. NXT normally does bad performances, bad shows. Not a bad one at all. I tell you what. But it's funny, this woman, JC Jane, defeats Lola Vice. Good match. Great. But it looks like they got a little somebody in the how they have got the whole, hoodie and mask and came out and popped Lola Vice, took her down, threw her back in the ring, and then JC Jane took her out. Other than that, I was thinking they might have Lola Vice. I was like, oh, looking good. Might she might? Then yeah, that little interference is all it did.
yeah.
Who's there? I wonder who is could be under this mask or this hoodie or whoever. Who it could it be? Hmm.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Right. Because
We shall see. Yeah, I would. Would it be crazy if it was like a TNA person? Yeah, huh? I like the look on your face when I said that too. You're
I
like,
like
ooh,
it.
ooh,
Right.
he
It's
might be
like,
speaking on something here.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
I see that. I like it.
yeah. I didn't think they was gonna put the strap on Lola anyway, but that Jason's got a good run going. I like her
Yeah,
run
she
right
really
now.
do. Because
She
they
really
talk.
has a really good run.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's funny you said it too because they bring it up each and every time. I think now in JC James wrestling that called her one of the most what was it, the easy to defeat or something, or defeat
What?
champion they've had. They was kept saying that now. They was saying that, but now it's a whole different. She's standing up for her run. She's had help, but at the same time, you still gotta wrestle during those days. So hey,
Right.
hey, why not? Hey, go ahead with your bad self.
Get your
But
wrestling
this
on.
has to be the shocker of the week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to give y'all the shocker. Look, if y'all didn't know, look, I need y'all to get on the phones. I need you to share that we can tell everybody about this shocker that just went down yesterday in NXT. Y'all listen up. It was for the NXT World Title. Oba Finn against Ricky Saints. Who thought it would happen? That Ricky Saints is the new NXT champion? If you had this on your bingo card, go ahead and holler bingo because you won the cash. Because, man, this bad boy, who thought this was going to happen? I was in shock. I had food in my mouth. I practically spit it out. This was crazy. I looked like, what?
Right, right. And this is fantastic because first of all, they made Obafemi's run look unstoppable, and the fact that the what he calls himself absolute Ricky Saints
Absolutely.
came and and beat him, and you gave the right guy the strap too because he got plenty of personality. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's gonna have a really good run with it too. But obviously, for me, this is just a call up for Obafemi to get on the main roster now. It's
Mm,
time. It's time. The only thing I don't like about Obafemi is when he comes out, that walk, it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy.
mm, mm.
And the whole crowd going, whoo, whoo, whoo. I was like,
If it
there's
ain't
some
some
old
old,
Black Panther.
I was about to drop. Look, I was about to say something else, but no, I'm going to keep it to myself because yeah, we don't want to get censored or something. That was so good.
Yeah,
Oh gosh, but hey, you
that
bringing that
makes me
up
mad.
at Ricky Saints, and you bring it over. Hey, you must have knew what I had coming up next. How do you book Oba Fennings? I said Fennings. How do you book his debut? How do you do that?
um, let me think because obviously he would be, beginning mid Carter guy. But who would you? I don't know. Maybe they'll whoever's got a title or whatever show they put on does an open challenge and he shows up.
Now that's where I was going. Why don't you have this come in? I don't care next week, the week after on SmackDown. Sami Zayn calls out who's up for the open challenge. Next thing you know, Obafemi comes out. He just don't come out, he beats him. This relives when John Cena had the open challenge. Kevin Owens came out and beat John Cena for that belt. I'm looking, Oba comes out, beats Sammy for the title.
Let me think about this. Let me think about this. I don't because my problem. is not what you well, not completely what you said because I think it's a good thing. But I think what I'm kind of struggling with is that putting the strap on him so quickly. You know what I'm saying? Being in NXT and then jumping the main roster and running from city to city, you know what I mean? Everybody had to, get that. There are very few the wrestlers that came out of NXT that made main roster got that main roster feel from the crowd, right? Keith Lee, when he showed up at the Rumble, boy, the place went crazy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? When he showed up on main roster, Vince completely ruined his whole shtick. Like, that was him. But there's very few. So I feel like the Obafemi would get there, and I feel like people would obviously know who he is and stuff like that. But you put the strap on him now, and it's kind of like what they like. I feel like it's like Julia, for instance.
Mhm.
Julia's got the women's belt, right? Women's championship on what SmackDown, I believe, or something.
Right. Yeah, SmackDown.
And yeah, but they put. But what have you heard from her? Are you excited to see her when she comes out?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
this
saying? That kind of
the
thing.
the few they
And I
got
want
going on
over
with
to
her
fall.
ain't. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want over to fall into that. Let's get him out there. Even if it's with Sammy, get him out there with some shenanigans happen. Obviously he doesn't get it, but he comes close to getting it or something like that. That way you can build him up.
I want instant impact. You know
Yeah, oh
me.
yeah, I know. So you like these young folks want
These
instant
young folks,
gratification.
it's microwave. I want this. I got this microwave generation.
You know what? You want that instant gratification. Like
Right.
I want it now.
Back in our days, we used stoves to warm stuff up.
Yeah.
We ain't got
You know
no
what?
no deep fryers,
Well,
no
popcorn.
microwave. popcorn,
Put popcorn on
popcorn
a
on the
stove
pop.
like that.
Right, on the pop, shaking that bad boy.
Yeah, just waiting. Just continue to shake it.
Right, there we go, right there. Melt some butter afterwards. Throw that
Yeah.
stick of butter in that bad boy. Let that
I had that papa thing where you put the butter on top and you let the butter melt on top. And then and then as it butter, it just drips down into
Just
the pot.
dripping in that bad boy.
Oh man, I need to get one of them. I'm gonna
Man,
talk myself into it.
you saying that now? You talk me. I want some popcorn after I get off here.
Hey, me too. I got some too. I was thinking the same thing.
All right, hey, real quick before they introduce their this coming on NXT before they introduce their lineups for the battle of NXT versus TNA. We're going to give you a little sample of ours, I guess you'd say. Little sample. It's like, who is your TNA picks and who is your NXT picks? So, just a couple. Let's go to a couple men, a couple women, to lead. Who's leading? I got probably almost a team. I think about them both, but I don't know, something like
Yeah. Uh, okay. It's hard for me to pick who is going to be on what teams, right? But here's what I will say, and I'll let you speak to some of the folks. You know what I'm
that. Right,
saying? There is going to be a men and a women's separate, right?
right.
I feel as though that the team that should win the men's is TNA,
TNA.
and the women's NXT. TNA, and here's why I say that TNA and the women's the same way, but TNA is, as far as I'm concerned, has a lot of veterans, people who've been wrestling for a long time on their roster. Moose,
Moose.
Santana,
Mm-hmm.
Kaz. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a lot of guys who've wrestled for a long time, and then you put them in basically WWE's developmental, and then you got them. You know what I'm saying? These guys who've been wrestling for 10 to 15 years, losing to guys who've only wrestled for 5. it only makes sense to me that the grizzled veterans win.
Grizzle.
Yes, win the men's match. It only makes sense because I'll be damned if you gonna keep letting these kids beat on on these men. You know what I'm saying? Who've made this their lives, right? Who've been raised their kids and bought houses and cars off of doing just this. I mean, and as far as the women, the reason why I say NXT is because although I think the women's division in TNA is good, I believe that the women's division in NXT is better.
Of course, I agree with you. This might not be San Francisco and Kansas City, but on this, I agree with you right there on that. Matter of fact, with the TNA, the women, the vets, I mean, I rock with you on that because funny thing about it, like I had who okay, I'm gonna start with the women. Of course, you're saying
Yeah,
I'm gonna the who I had to lead the women. I think it has to be like a Tessa Blanchard. I'm like, she should probably be one of the vets over on the women's side because you get like a Tasha Steele, you get there's a couple other women, the elegance. Trying to think who else is still a couple more. Like we don't want to put like the women who were formerly, I think, no women or whatever that was formerly in NXT in this battle. I don't say like India Blackwell, Indy Blackwell,
Indy Hartwell.
Hartwell,
You
and
be a
I said
Shotzi
it
Blackheart. Indy Black. Indy
right.
Blackwell.
Like I was
I
putting
got you.
my and look, I
Tasha
said it like
Steeles.
I said like I was correcting myself. Like Indy Blackwell, and then, like I was convincing myself that was her name. But yeah, so that I don't think she should be in it. Like she will be like next. It's the Bound for Glory. She'll be taking on Kalani Jordan for that title. So that's coming up next for her. But in the men's though, see, I have like you said, Moose, Frankie Kazarian, Eddie Edwards, Eric Young, Mike Santana. I mean, now those are some vets. Those are some guys who've been doing this for a while. And I
Yeah.
don't know if you want to see Dewey Matt Cadona. Now, that's going to be a shaky because does he turn the tide? Does he go back to WWE face or is he going to play the role? I don't know. I
We
think that's
shall
going to be
see.
that's going to be a sneaky pick. But see, myself, I was thinking, first I was like Oba. So Oba Fenny be in this. But I'm like, I don't think so. I think we have people like Javon Evans would be good to have in the still, but especially he's going after one of the TNN titles. I think Tony D'Angelo will be a good leader for him since they've already had that. Charlie Dempsey, he'll be a good no good just about the wrestling styles. Him and that. Who else do I have? Gosh, it was one more I had. Like even Trayvon Heights.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah. That's it's not
yeah, but
bad.
I could definitely can agree with your how you looking at it. What
Yeah.
how this should roll. I go with that. Hmm.
Yeah. Just makes sense in my head.
Yeah.
Maybe not to other folks, but
But I guess after Tuesday, we will see how this rolls. I think this right now is one of the biggest things that we've seen in a while. I mean, this TNA and NXT venture together, and it's looking good. Even though NXT's been pretty much bigger on the pot, I would say. The scale is more NXT right now than anything. But
right, right. They need to
let
even it. They need to
right,
even
let
it.
TNA even its scale back up.
They
Right.
got to even
So
it out.
with that, people, hey, it's a wrap. I thought I heard the bell. I was getting ready to say I thought I did hear it. Final wrestling thoughts for the week and what's to come. I want to tell you what, real quick, people. I'm just looking forward to more in this NXT, TNA, word of this lead, word is in. October brings quite a bit because I think you always have that Halloween bash. I think they took that from the old WCW days from back then. October we have another WWE. We got I think all pay per views and all PLEs and each each association are going to be doing their thing. So it's a lot of leading, seeing what's coming up. So I'm just looking forward to it, because end of year always I think something always builds towards the end of the year as it is.
Yeah, I agree. I'm looking forward I'm really looking forward to this invasion angle. I've always liked those invasions anyway.
Yep.
I think one of my faves is when NXT did it, when they did like the Survivor Series situation, NXT and SmackDown and Raw. It turns out NXT won like most of them, and when they had to force, like, well, not force, but by accident, I guess there was a plane issue when they were leaving Saudi Arabia that one time, so they had an NXT and Adam Cole, defended his championship against like Daniel Bryan or something like that. Those are the things that I really love. So when you have this mix of what they have with TNA and NXT, dude, it really gets me excited to see like how where things go.
All right, Rich. Yeah, definitely. It's always good things and matches that you not even didn't think you would see. So, excuse me, people. All right, well, that's another week of submission session. Thanks to our sponsors, Malwire Bird Company, where you can get some good, refreshing beers. Where I've tasted a beer this past week for the first time, and I actually listened to somebody and tasted it, and it's really good. I
You
got it.
listen.
Yeah, I got some in my fridge now. So yeah.
Oh, yes, sir.
And in touch therapy, take the Dr. Shannon Woods. So hey, with that being said, hey, with submission session where we put you in a show code until you tap out. It's the Wiseman over there, T Rock, and I'm the Don. Thanks for tuning in to another session of submission session. Till next time, we out.
Later.